Alright guys, I am hiking in to a piece that this is the landowner I do a bunch of groundhog hunting for, and he just gave me permission to hunt pretty much all of his property, for bow hunt all of his property, because he has goats and all kinds of livestock, so just bow hunt. But this weekend I'm heading out, bringing a bunch of cams, seeing if there's any good sign. Every time I've been out here, I've seen tons and tons of deer. So I'm checking out this first property. This is like a 50-acre chunk. And then tomorrow morning, I'm gonna check out the big chunk of property. But really excited to see what this has to offer. So this place looks really good. The front of it's all livestock where he keeps all the goats. And then the back end is a bunch of woods, and there's like a little other big chunk of woods that I don't know if the goats really go in there, but I don't think it matters because we see the deer with the goats all the time. But pretty excited to check this out. I'm gonna take you guys with me. This is kind of how I check out new property. It's almost August, so should be good to be able to get some good cam photos and to get an idea. I'm just hoping I see a bunch of deer trails in there and see what we got. So stay tuned. Let's see what we find. So many deer. I just spooked like 3 or 4 of them right here. Looks money. There they go, working back in there. It's good to see. I do think this is a goat trail though. But there's ag right there, and this is where it gets in. He actually owns a piece back here. I don't think this is his property yet. So we're gonna sneak back here. I'll check Onyx, but he owns, there's another all wood chunk that I have a feeling the goats don't go to. So let's see. Well, we're running into an issue here. Oh, there are. I was gonna say. So I just spooked a decent looking buck right there. Landowner actually owns this whole thing right here, but I don't know how I can access it. Look at that deer trail right there. Holy cow, right here. Interesting. I gotta figure that out. Look at that trail right there. It might be worth just putting the cam on right there. You can see how they're falling right down into here. I might drop one there and just see the issues. We do know, I think I know the people that are next door. Huh, damn. This looks money right here. Look at that deer trail. I just can't figure out how to get in there. And I just spooked all those does. I think there's a bunch in here. They're still blowing at me. There's a lot of deer in here. Yeah, look at that deer trail there, man. It's the perfect funnel with the fence line. Well, I gotta figure this out. But we're gonna go look on the other side too. But man, I already spooked a bunch of deer right here. Good news, guys. I'm able to step on this. Use that tree as access. Look at this right here. Look at this deer trail. Oh, look, there's where they cut up the bank right there. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, look at that trail. That's definitely deer trail. You can access it through this creek bed. Definitely gonna get a camera right here. Oh, this looks money. Alright guys, so look at this. Basically, the creek right there is the dividing line, but look at this. Kind of see this big creek crossing, and then check this out. Look at that beech tree, and look at this one right here. All old rubs. I looked over, and I was like, that looks like a pretty good little spot right there. I think I'm going to drop my Moultrie right here and try to get some intel, but it's a nice little spot. Sneak in from the creek there and hunt like right there. It might be like 25 yards. I'm gonna drop it right here. It looks like a good spot with some old rubs. So guys, I just showed you where I found that nice place where I dropped the Moultrie, and right after that I found a nice trail kind of coming down the same way from the opposite side. I dropped a cheap cam. I only brought those 2, but I just found this heavy trail and a big scrape over there. And look at this trail. It's perfect. Look how heavy this trail is. Really heavy. It's just mowing down here. I'm just gonna walk this back. This goes towards the back end of the property, but I think I found a real honey hole. Look how thick it is in here. These deer can hide in here and everything. So I'll see what I find here, but I might have to readjust. But we'll see. So folks, just like I told you, look at this. This trail runs parallel, and there's trails that come up into here, but you can tell as far as they probably scraped. That's that trail that goes parallel. I'm gonna put my cam right here. There's the cam. Catch them right here when they walk through. Really excited about this. Man, guys, I'm just seeing so many big old rubs on these beech trees. Those bugs love them beech trees. So that's the property line right there. It's close. Good news is we do know who owns that, so. Alright. Well guys, it is hot as can be out here, but I am so dang excited. The thing is, nobody hunts this property, and I know there's a ton of deer here, and I knew this was going to be a little honey hole. I thought it would be. Just didn't know what it was going to look like, so glad it's actually kind of finally looking like what I thought. And it's really easy to get into too. I can just hike right into the cam. And that cam's right there. I could hunt any of these trees here and hunt that. And then the same thing over here. There's a bunch of creek crossings. And I'm just gonna let those sit for a sec. See what I find tomorrow. And I'll show you guys what I'm looking at tomorrow. And then, yeah, just kind of see. But man, that, I knew I needed to, so I was about to leave my Moultrie there. And then I was like, you know what? Like, you know you want to move it. Just move it to the right spot so you can get some good intel. It's just so thick through there and such a good funnel. I just think the big boys are going to be in there. So the only downside of this spot is if I shoot one in here, I'm pretty sure we're packing it out because this is a treacherous thing. I don't know how we're going to get a deer through this fence line, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. But really, really excited. That is money. Like, so good. This whole thing's good. This creek bottom's really good. You can tell the deer in here. So, alright. Well, I will catch you all in the morning. That's 2 cams out. First property. Looking really, really good. Alright. Day 2. Let's see if we can find some more good spots. Put some cams up. Possible hunts. It's actually a pretty nasty day out today. It's all cloudy and raining and storming and whatever, but it's a good day to scout. Not as hot. Hopefully all the spider webs are knocked down from all the rain. I'm really excited to check this spot because the last spot looks as good as this spot, which this spot apparently has a lot more deer based on the landowner's intel. And there should be tons of trails in here for cams and setups. And I actually already saw one driving in. I'm pretty sure there's a deer in the back here. I don't know if it'll still be out here when I get up here, but yeah. And we hunted turkey in this field 2 years ago and saw tons of deer pouring into this field in one evening. And I got some really cool photos of a couple bucks and stuff. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Well, folks, hopefully you can hear me. I just found this heavy deer trail coming through here. I just spooked like 10 on the other side of the creek. I just jumped a doe bedded 15 yards right there. I'm gonna drop a cam here. There's this heavy trail. So the fence line for the livestock is right there. And you can look at this trail. So I'm gonna drop a cheap cam here. Man, really excited already. This little creek bottom would be perfect. You can access it by the creek. Depending on the wind, you could access it by the edge of the woods field there. Climb and stand there if the wind's blowing that way or this way. So you got many options here. But awesome. Yeah, I'm going to drop a camera right here, right now. Look at how heavy this trail is right here at this creek crossing. Probably drop a cam here too. I got 4 cams to put out. I don't want to put them all out too early, but this creek bottom is fantastic. There's a lot of action here. A lot of action. Man, look at that thing. That is amazing. That's where I spooked all the other does. I'm probably not going to check that side out today because I'm going to focus on over here. But man, and it looks like this is thick. It's like a perfect funnel. Look, just open enough to get them in here. So I'm going to drop another cam right here and see what happens. So folks, I keep continuing. I'm on this creek, nice creek. Continuing to find, look at these tracks. Look at the deer tracks. They're definitely crossing right up into here. So I'm just marking these on my maps. My Onyx, just seeing how many there are, because obviously you can't, there's going to be a ton of them probably. But you can see this is definitely well worn. Look at all those tracks through here. Look at this find, guys. I just found them underneath the rock here. Alright guys, so just got out of the creek right where the property line ends here. And I get out here, I didn't realize, look at how steep this hillside is. So it's kind of good because I think I'm going to take it down and I'm hoping it'll funnel down to the bottom there and be like a perfect pinch point actually for my Moultrie. And because I marked so many crossings there, but look how steep it is. I mean, they definitely can scale that, but I'm gonna walk the edge and kind of see. But I think this looks perfect. I'm actually kind of glad because it's like I don't know where to go. There's so much deer trails crossing that creek. So we're gonna hop in, follow this edge down, and I'll let you know when I find the next good spot. But I got 2 more camps to put out. I found a really good crossing over there that I'd love to put one, but I wanted to wait and see what else I found in here because this looks absolutely money. So we'll see. Guys, I know it's going to be hard to see because it is absolutely nasty out. It's thunder and it hasn't poured rain yet. But I finally got on this ridge and as you can tell, there's a perfect spot where I think I'm actually going to drop the Moultrie. Look at this highway. So they actually got fence like right over the hill there and there's cattle right there and I can see the fence coming into here. It is perfect funnel for these deer so they stay away from the livestock. Look at this highway. Holy cow. I just wanted to see what it looked like at the property line. I'm already out here. I'm already wet. Still got a couple camps to put out, so figure it's a good time to check it out. But I really need to go home and get all my other cameras and get going and put a bunch more out here. There's just so much deer sign. So yeah, I'll check this out real quick and then see what we got. Well guys, I'm hurrying up. As you could probably hear and see, the camera's probably messed up. It's absolutely pouring rain. And yeah, I'm gonna drop one right here. I gotta drop these last 2 cams to get out of here, but I might put it back up when I finish out my scouting mission. But absolutely money. I'm gonna put a Moultrie on the corner here, drop a cheap cam here, get the heck out of here and come back and put more cams out because I didn't even check the big chunk. The landowner told me a chunk where there's a bunch of deer, but this is a perfect ridge. It just drops off right here. It's only a 30-yard stretch and it's just money, man. Like this is gonna be phenomenal hunting right here. So I'll check you in, get back with you when I come back out and check this again. Well guys, it is day 2. I'm out at the property again. Gonna finish my scout on this whole other side. And also I'm gonna check this little wood patch over here. I actually hear turkeys calling right now over there. But I'm gonna sneak back into this field. I'm gonna go all the way to the far side and then work my way back. Yep, they're definitely talking right there. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna come in here in this cow pasture, say hi to the cows, and go up. 4 more cameras. Got more batteries, bunch of cards. So ready to roll. Let's see what we find. Definitely plan to put at least 2 more out here. So I've been getting decent photos. I've got a really nice, 2 nice 8 points at the very first spot I checked. And here on the one ridge, I only have a few does. But I haven't checked these other cheap camps. All right, cows, are you gonna be nice? Look at that deer trail right there. So, right there on that ridge, that's where I got my Moultrie. I have not walked this yet, but check this out. Look at that deer highway there. And the... Huh. May have to walk that one for a second, then go up in there. This could be a spot for a cam already. So, it's just, there's a lot of heavy trails in here. I just got up here. I'm on top of this big ridge. And it looks beautiful. It looks like big hardwoods. It looks like there's a heavy trail coming down this middle here. It looks perfect for a scrape, but just found this trail here that goes around the edge. I want to take that first. I'm literally just going to walk this whole thing hard. Just see what we find. I'm hoping to find some mock scrapes like some of this kind of looks like. But this trail right, I think it's this one. There's one right here cutting. Oh, there it is. Look at this one. Right through here. Going right down the edge. And look at that. I mean, there's just... This looks like actually a really good spot for a camera. I might drop one here. I got 4 cams to put out here, so I think I'm gonna save my Moultrie for in there because that looks like where the deer might hold up a lot better. But man, this looks just as good as over there. I think we're gonna be on deer heavy in here. Guys, there they are right there. There's one. There's the first deer I seen. Perfect. Look at this scrape right here. Look at that. If that ain't a scrape, I don't know what is. Could have cleared that out if that is. Looks like there's a trail right here too. Man, this is even way closer to the car here too. Very awesome to see. I'm gonna mark this. I'm gonna hold off and put a cam here yet, but it's right where all the action is, and I just spooked that doe right out of there, so. Alright guys, so I was just hiking in here. So I'm trying to just work the edges first and then walk. Oh my gosh, there's a deal right there. And she doesn't care at all. There's a lot of deer in here. There's a lot of trails in here. What I was just about to say. I was just coming up the sage, found a nice double stand home, which the landowner has told me he has guys that like ask to hunt, but like never hunt. And he says there's some stands out here that are old. But anyway, so yeah, I marked on the map. Then I find this trail right here crossing into the pasture. But then as I walk up, I spook like 4 does all bedded up in this corner here. And then I just walk left a little bit because there's a bunch of down stuff. And boom, I hit like a deer highway. So it's like a crossing trail right here that I'm going to drop a camera on. And then yes, I'm starting to talk to you guys. I look up and there's a doe just walking through right here. And now these deer see Paul and them all the time. Like they're used to human activity because this is a livestock farm, a goat farm is actually what it is. He has a ton of goats. He has everything. The cows are down there. He's got goats everywhere. He's got everything. So they're used to people, and he even told me that he's like, they're kind of almost like sort of tame. But, so anyway, they're kind of used to people being around, so it's not like you really spook them out of here. But I'm going to drop a cheap cam right here, and I'm saving my Moultrie because I feel like I'm going to find a really hot sign down there where the bugs might be. But it's awesome to find more doe bedding and seeing more does. I've already seen like 6 deer just coming into here, and he told me this is where he thinks there's like 30 to 40 deer on this ridge right here is what he thinks. So we'll see what we find, but I'm definitely dropping one of my cheap cams here. I'm gonna keep working up to this field edge, kind of check this other edge out, and then work around, check the top, and hopefully find some good buck sign and a good deer trail down there in that bottom somewhere to drop this Moultrie and get some, hopefully some good buck photos, but stay tuned. I will show you this, but the double stand is right there. You can tell that trail's there. Look at this deer highway here. I just saw that other doe walking right there going this way. But this is that. Trail's right here. I jumped all 4 or 5 other does right there, bedded right in there. So I think they're all working these trails here. So I'm just gonna put it on this crossing trail. See what I get. Looks like there's actually a old scrape maybe right there too. So really good sign. Check out this awesome creek cave system down here. So now that I've gotten in here, it's actually way more open than I thought. Like wide open in here. But there's heavy trails coming from there. So I'm actually gonna take them down. I'm really not into the creek system yet based on the maps and everything. There's a ton more over there. But what I'm gonna do is walk these back and just check them out. This is actually could be one of the trails I had my first camera I dropped on. And then we're gonna just scour this. But I thought it was gonna be thicker and nicer, but it's not. So makes me want to hold off on putting the camera here right now because there's a lot more to cover and just see and just want to get a good grasp on what this looks like. But look at these trails. It's insane. Alright guys, I'm really pumped. I think I found where I'm going to put my cam. My cell cam. Oh my gosh, look at that trail too. So I saw this creek system and I was like, man, it looks really good. So I took that one ridge down, hit up a couple of big trails, and it, like all these ridges. So it follows this one, and then like there's a little funnel kind of coming into here. This is where I just spooked those does, but they all funnel in here, and there's you can tell there's trails coming right in, straight down here, straight down here. Look at that heavy trail right there, there. I just side hilled one that kind of comes through here. 5 or 6 trails right through here that I'm gonna drop my Moultrie on, and I'm gonna scout in here. But this looks like a money spot for a big buck. So, and there's tons of trees to get in down in here. So, looks phenomenal. Look at that trail right there. I can see deer prints coming in and out. Thinking actually, I'm probably gonna put it maybe right there. I don't know. I'm gonna put it where it catches a lot of movement. So. I'll see where I'm going to put it, but I just had does blowing at me, deer blowing at me over there somewhere, so I'm going to go check that out too. Look at that big old tree. I know it's in the mud, but that cam I just put is right there. Really pumped for that cam. I think that's going to get some really good action here soon. Yeah, see, there are just so many trails. It's kind of unreal how many trails are through this whole thing. Like guys, check this out. Look at this heavy trail here. Got one coming here. Got one there. And then this is the creek bottom. I got a cam set up. Catch all this traffic, kind of just like the other one. So I got the one at the very corner of this creek drainage. This one where there's like a tree down and stuff. I'm gonna go adjust my camera on that ridge to get some better photos. But that's 4 more cams deployed. I think I've checked everything out. I might go back up there and check that one side just to do some more scouting on the way out. But fantastic scout so far. Alright guys, breathing heavy. Just climbed up a steep hill. But I think I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna do a little, I still got a couple things to check. But really feel great about this. Those 2 creek crossings are phenomenal. He says this is where all the deer are. That other crossing trail's great where I got it. I thought I saw one. And there's sign everywhere. Not as much buck sign, but as you all know, you gotta be where the does are. And there's a ton of them in here. I saw at least 10 plus deer today. And I know the bedding area, there's a bedding area in the creek. I think I got one over there. It's just, it's looking really, really good. And one thing I wanted to say is, you know, this landowner here, I do nuisance control for him. And that's how I got my permission. I've killed a bunch of groundhogs, got some beavers out of his ponds for him. And I didn't even offer a couple years ago turkey hunting, but he just offered it up to me. I killed a groundhog, and it was right before season. Killed the groundhog, and he's like, hey, there's a bunch of turkeys down there. I go in there the second day of season and kill a giant gobbler. And then a year later, I kind of mentioned we had a tough deer season. He was like, well, let me know so you can come deer hunt. Then I asked him earlier this year, and boom, just got it. It's like 300 acres and pretty much got wide open range here to hunt wherever I want. Can only hunt with a bow because he has livestock, but I'm a bow hunter anyway, so I'm really pumped. I got a hang on I want to put over here. I got an extra pair of sticks for my hang and hunt set, so I can just have the sticks set up and just put my platform up. And then I obviously have my normal sticks that I carry in with me. But and this place is only 5 minutes from the house, just really excited. So I will keep you all updated once I start getting some photos. But got the 2 cell cams. I got 6 other cheapo cams out, and really pumped about this. I mean, there's a lot of sign in here, and I think it's going to be money come deer season. So, wow, absolutely drenched. Welcome to summer scouting. It sucks. And all the spiders, stupid spiders. Got my wand. You got to have a wand when you're walking in the woods in the summertime. There's spiders everywhere. But thank you all for checking out this video. If you guys like these videos, please like and subscribe. Getting a lot of subscribers lately. Really appreciate the support, and we'll keep you along. Also, I think I got possibly a cool deal going on with Moultrie maybe, so might be doing a giveaway soon, something like that. Really excited. I'm about to talk with them, so really love my Moultries. I'm sold on them. If you guys haven't used Moultries yet, you should try them out. I like them better than any other cell cam I've used them all, and really pumped about them. So probably gonna get a couple more because I still got a lot to put out here. But we'll catch you all in the next one.